Alright, so I'm not sure how the quality is going to be on this stream. It looks like my preview is a lot slower than what's actually happening on my screen, so I apologize for that in advance. These little things always mess me up. I always think it's an item, but they're just part of the texture on this boat. Probably part of a staircase or something, handguard that's coming through the bottom floor. Anyway, I want to search to look for a pick, not a pick, a gardening hoe, so that I can go out into the woods and become self-sustainable. Oh, we got something here. It's like a bundle of sticks. A cooking tripod. I feel like if I just make an axe, I could probably go chop wood. You'll notice I have an axe, but it is ruined. I cannot use it to cut down wood, but it still works for hitting zombies in the head. See my character here, I've got a ghillie hat on, a ghillie hood, as well as a ghillie wrapped gun, which is kind of nice. Got the whole camo thing going on. I had camo pants too, but I took too many shots from players and or zombies, so I had to replace my pants. Alright, let's finish looting this floor. Some cereal here. One good tip that I was given a long time ago, in order to stay alive in this game and to stay hydrated and full of food, healthy, to keep this healthy status, which is the status that keeps you regenerating health, the best thing to do is loot an area, find all the food and water, eat and drink all of it, because you'll stay hydrated, energized, and healthy for quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and eat all of this. It might make me a little thirsty because it's dry cereal, but I've got a little water here, and I know where there's a freshwater stream nearby that I can go fill it at. So we'll figure this out. This game is really a beautiful game. Unfortunately, as you can tell from the quality of my stream, my computer is not the right kind of rig to be running this on. I guess you're just going to have to trust me that on a higher end rig, it looks absolutely amazing. So that's the thing about this game, is the loot is kind of hidden all over the place, and every now and then you see a little something on the texture like this little white dot here, and it catches my eye, and it makes me do a double take, because sometimes there are really small items, like when you find like a battery, or let's say like 357 ammo, it's very small. See, I can't even hardly get into these rooms sometimes. My frame rate is so bad. It's a little bit better than what you guys are seeing on the stream, but, you know, not by much. So you get the gist of what I'm doing here. I'm just looting. I'm just trying to find items that are useful that I can take with me on my journey. I found a first gun. Well, first gun for the stream, I believe. I already found one earlier. It was a shotgun, but I've actually already got a pistol. I don't have any bullets for this thing, so I'm just going to leave it here. Yes, that is right. I don't have bullets for it. I can't just pick up that gun and start firing it. I have to find 357 Magnum ammo specifically for that gun in order to use it. I guess players can leave notes. If I were to have a pen, I could write a note on this paper and put it back here, and I guess other people could read it. That was taken out of the game for a while because people, well, because this is basically a first-person shooter, a third-person shooter, and these kinds of communities just can't have nice things. So you can imagine the things they were writing to one another on these papers and why it got removed. Alright, look at that, an SKS. Alright, so I'm actually not even really looking for guns right now, just because I already have... What do I have? I've already got an AKS-74U. I've got a 30-round mag in it with one bullet missing, and I have 30 rounds for it, so once I expend that magazine, I can load these 30 rounds into it and be ready to go with another mag. So just to give you guys an idea of the type of game that this is based off of the Arma engine, so it's very, very slow, very tactical, but can get fast-paced in a lot of different situations. When you find a gun, you have to find a magazine for that gun. Specifically, you have to find a magazine that will fit the rounds that that gun fires. So no more just going around picking up a gun like you can in another FPS off a dead player, off a dead NPC, or anything, and picking it up and just being able to shoot it and have rounds for it. No, every round is accounted for, every magazine is accounted for, and the rounds and the mags and the gun all have durability. You see that mine is worn here. Magazine is still in pristine condition, which is the highest tier of durability, and so is my ammunition. I used to have another magazine, but it was in my jacket, or it was in my pants, one of the two. And when you get hit by zombies, you get shot by players, if they hit you in the torso or they hit you in the legs, it will damage all the items that you have in those pockets. So it's really important that you don't just straight kill on sight people because you want their gear, because if you shoot them, and you shoot them a lot, because chances are you're going to miss, because this game has a really crazy bob and weave when you fire, and depending on how long you've been running, your accuracy is going to be really terrible because your character's out of breath. you're going to end up shooting the guy all over the place, and chances are everything that he's wearing, including his clothing, including all the food that he might have had, the water bottles, anything, is not going to be able to be used because it will be ruined. So that just adds a really interesting dynamic to the gameplay. Just to let you guys know, there's not really any point to this video. I'm just kind of testing out the streaming software. I'm literally walking around talking to myself like an insane person. So enjoy that visual while I continue to do that. I think it's time to go down some stairs here. What is this? Is that a blood bag? Oh, IV Star Kit. Okay, those are actually pretty useful for the most part. Well, depending on your definition of useful, I guess. In order to administer an IV, you need another player to do it, which means you have to have someone that you trust enough to stick you with this thing, who's not just going to immediately pull out a gun and shoot you in the head. And believe me, they're hard to come by. So we'll leave that there for now. I'm not going to really need any IV or saline anytime soon because I am still healthy, so I'm still regenerating health were I to take any damage, so I'm doing okay for now. Really easy to get stuck on the geometry sometimes. This is a backpack. Again, like, I can't stress enough that this game is actually beautiful, and you will be able to read the textures and see what this actually, oh, I guess it's a pencil, a crayon or something. But this computer that I'm using, my computer, is not good enough for me to have the graphics turned up and or stream at the same time, or even just have the graphics up. So just bear with me here. You get the gist of what's happening as far as for gameplay. So you can see it's got 12 slots, 12 slot backpack. Currently I have the hunting backpack, which has 30 slots, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave this on the ground. But I will need to replace mine when I can because it is ruined. Although I can still use it, so I don't really necessarily need to replace it, but I am kind of a stickler for, you know, obeying the game mechanics, so I replace things once they're ruined if I can. It's already in there. We got some jeans or something. Can't even get to them. That's alright. I don't want them anyway. They're not green. I don't need your blue shit. Oh, look at that. In case you want to get all dressed up. Some nice leather shoes. I'll keep my military boots, thanks. Winter hunter pants. I'm going to keep my brown ones because they're pristine and they match my outfit. I like them better because of that. I'm sorry, I don't know what that voice was all about. Let's see here. What else do we have? Another box of cereal down there. Don't really need that though, I got plenty of food. What I really need to go find is a fucking hoe. Oh, I need a hoe, because it's a zombie apocalypse. Oddly applicable. I always have a hard time remembering which rooms I discovered or explored already and which ones I didn't. Oh yeah, this is the useless floor. That's all it is. One way up, or 2 ways up, 2 ways down. I don't even know why they bothered. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back up to get out of here. I've already explored the deck. Well, I guess it's time to go to like a neighboring town and see what I can get going here. I'm going to show you guys a little trick that you can do with Steam. This is the map overlay. So we're going to hit Shift-Tab to bring up the Steam overlay. And then what you're going to do to bring up a web browser here, oh, it's not actually capturing it on the Steam, on the stream. Never mind. Guess it doesn't matter. I know where I'm going. Maybe I'll do it, edit and put an overlay somewhere else and chop that up. Whatever. Let's get out of here. Look at that, nice fur, or winter jacket, a down jacket. This jacket's hella down, bro. Red canvas pants. That doesn't sound comfortable at all. There's something up on the second floor. I'm gonna go check it out. Another damn child backpack. Alright, don't need that. Alright, I think I'm going to move south a little bit and try and go down to the next town and kind of see what I can scavenge out there. So we're going to be doing a lot of running here, so this is probably going to get boring. go into third-person mode here. It's actually, I spend most of my time in third-person mode, but I like to be in first-person mode, especially in that ship, because I was just exploring things, and it's kind of hard. You spend most of the time looking directly at the ground, and the character's fat head usually gets in the way if you're in third-person mode. So we're going to get back out here onto the main road, and then we're going to go left, which is south. We're going to keep the ocean on our left. Alright, main road. We got the railroad tracks right there. And let's head south. Keep in mind, not always the best idea to run on the main road because you are out in the open. But, you know what? I don't really care. In this game, you can use the number pad to look any direction and different degrees of that direction. And I find myself wanting to do this in a lot of first-person shooters, and it's just, I've gotten spoiled by it. So it's something that takes a little while to get used to, but once you start using it, it's really hard to go back to not being able to. You can also double tap Alt, and it will unlock your mouse and allow your character's head to move freely. I'm hoping I can find a new axe and or a garden hoe without having to go too far into the city, because I really don't want to have to deal with a whole lot of zombies. I don't think there's many people on right now on the server. Okay, definitely more than when I started. There was only 3 of us. Now there's about, what, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 of us total. And I am on the coast, which is probably the most populated area, at least by new players. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quieter approach here, just in case I don't want to attract any zombies. Crouch walking used to do something in the DayZ mod. It used to decrease your visibility to other NPCs, to zombies basically. Not 100% sure if it does anything now, but old habits die hard, you know how that goes. I'm also extremely impatient. Oh shit! I saw a stick and I got excited there. I thought it was the hoe that I needed, but no, it's a stun baton and a crowbar. See what I mean about his head getting in the way? There. Now we can see. Unfortunately, I don't need either of these right now. And I recognize this building. I just had to see what side the doors were on. Monkey wrench. A couple things over there. Some shoes. Yeah, don't need shoes. Is that more food? Baked beans, yes it is. Oh, weapon cleaning kit. Actually, that might be useful. Let's see, let's clear some inventory here. Let's go ahead and, how many things of food I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat one of those. You can open these cans with any edged weapon. I could use this knife, I can use the machete. You can even use your axe up here. The thing is that when you open a can with anything other than a can opener, you don't get 100% of what's inside of it. So I'll just show you. See how this is 100% here? You'll come out with like 60 to 75% of it if you use a giant, if you use the wrong tool for the job, you won't get everything. So a can opener, silly enough, kind of a commodity. They're not super uncommon, but when you don't have one, it sucks. Alright, let's see what I can do, see if I can clear up some more space here. I don't really need a battery. These things are pretty much useless. I don't think there's anything in the game that uses them. Oh, actually that's not true. I found this weapon light that's on my 1911 here. And I immediately put a 9-volt battery in it that I found, and that actually works. I was on a nighttime server, equipped my 1911, and I turn on the light, and it actually works. Thing is I don't have any mags for this. You can see, I don't know, if you're a gun guy, you can tell this little cutout right here, where the magazine base plate is supposed to go, is not there. So this gun has no bullets in it. It is no more than a pretty piece of metal that I probably better off throwing at somebody, but I like it. I'm going to hold on to it. Hopefully I find some 45 ACP and I find some 1911 bags. Here's to hoping. I need a 2 sideways slot for that thing. Just like that. Collapsing my menu here so that I can actually drag this up to here to try and use it on it. Is that not how that works? Oh, okay. I get what's going on here. So it's just my ghillie wrap that is worn. I'm stupid. These are just the attachments. For some reason I'm a little rusty here. I forgot that this is just an attachment on the gun, not the graphic of the gun itself. This is the gun. These are the attachments for it. My bad, guys. Actually, you know, I'm going to hold on to that now just in case, so I find something better. I'm going to need to get rid of some of this stuff here pretty soon anyway. My whole point of what I'm trying to do is go out into the woods somewhere near like a fresh water supply where I have unlimited water. As long as I have an axe, I should have unlimited firewood, twigs and things like that to make various items. And with the seeds and the fertilizer that I have, I should be able to grow my own food. So as long as I have food and water, you can actually hunt in this game as well. And with a fire, I can cook the meat that I get from animals. So I'm kind of just trying to be a mountain man, a self-sustainable guy who doesn't really need to bother with civilization. I have enough bullets to survive, you know, 1 or 2 attacks or something. Hopefully. You know, okay, this actually got some cool stuff here. Got some more seeds, a welding mask, some brass knuckles, a hammer, and a compass. Don't need a compass because I kind of always know where I'm going for the most part. Although, might not be a terrible idea. Let's try and consolidate some stuff here. Oh, pepper seeds. I need some of those. cans? I sure can, so I can hold 50 in one thing. So let's see, these are tomato seeds, these are tomato seeds. Let's go ahead and combine those. I like it. Tactical bacon. I usually always have one can because that's sort of special to me. Gotta keep the bacon. I was saving that bacon. Yeah, you know what? Hell with this weapon kit. I don't need it right now. We'll look for another one later. I am going to take the compass, though. Just because I said that I always know where I'm going, I have a feeling that that's going to bite me in the ass, so I'm taking it. Okay, I can see a zombie down there, kind of walking around. I have a feeling he's probably going to see us pretty soon because they aggro from really far away. It's kind of extremely unrealistic, but, you know, it's a threat, so I guess it's good. And most of these houses you're going to find food and water. I'm more interested in what I can find in this barn. I still need that gardening hoe, and I still need a new axe, and that's where I'm going to find it. It's probably in one of these. Oh, we got black spray paint. Should I paint my ghillie? No, I'm going to leave it the way it is for now. Unless I find some green, then I'll paint it green. Don't need a hammer, don't need a hard hat, don't need any fuel. I've still never even seen a vehicle that I can drive. They do exist, apparently. They just are very hard to come by. Alright, so we got an open door here. That usually means that... Oh. Oh! Well, alright folks. Black screen. I'll see what if I can, I'm going to stop it now, and then we'll try and get it back up and running here pretty soon.